Welcome to Investors Insight, where today we're talking about the economy is growing, regulation is shrinking. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Bobby.
Greg is in a client meeting this morning, so it's the three of us. A lot to talk about today.
Yes.
Last week we had a great jobs number. Very important because the week before was kind of lower sentiment on the lower GDP number. So it's great to see that our economy is still chugging along, especially in the services sector, which makes up 80% of our nation's GDP. That number was really strong. And so that's underlying, if you look at underneath the hood of our economy, that's a lot of strength there.
Right, and it's even more important than most jobs numbers because of the very weak first quarter GDP and very weak jobs numbers in the first quarter. This is the first look at how things are going to be in the second quarter, especially from a business standpoint. You got more people hiring, you got more people moving from part-time to full-time, and then at the end of this week, the second most important data will be retail sales coming out Friday. So last week we got to see our businesses hiring. So was that GDP, that very poor GDP the first quarter, was that transitory or was it something that's really systematic? Based on what businesses are doing, it's very one-off.
Right.
Now, are people that get these jobs, are they spending? We'll know that at the end of this week. So two very strong, hard data points that are very important. So we'll know a lot really quickly.
Yeah, and D.C. last week was really busy. Ashley, talk about that.
They were. Well, of course, what we saw was on healthcare, and that got the high profile. But underneath that, the one we wanted you to focus on economically a little bit is that the House met on Friday and voted to roll back a good bit of Dodd-Frank. Remember what Dodd-Frank is, all the higher base regulations that came in after the financial crisis on banks primarily. So if we get that, the great thing about Dodd-Frank being rolled back, you get a direct impact on jobs and an indirect. The direct impact, of course, if banks don't have to keep as much capital aside for these higher regulations, they can hire more people. So it's a direct economic impact. It's a tangential effect in that also, if they don't have to keep more capital in-house for regulations, they can lend that out to owner-managed businesses. So it would be a great economic push both ways if we could get that into the Senate and get it rolled back, finally get it signed.
Get the economy growing. So keep
Absolutely.
these good short-term data just moving along.
Absolutely.
Lower regulation, better business environment.
Yes.
That's what we're looking for. Right. So thank you for following us. Please follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. As always, please call us, email us. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great week.